Okay, so part 2 of making this little pull-apart bread. So you've let your dough rise. I forgot to mention in the first video that you needed to add the 2 tablespoons of olive oil to your mix when you're kneading it. It adds that chewy, elastic element to the bread, okay? So you've let your dough rise for 2 hours on the counter, covered with plastic wrap. Okay, so you'll remove the plastic wrap. This is the way that it should look. It should have about doubled in size. I'm just gonna get a scraper. So you want to scrape your dough from your metallic bowl. Okay. Shake. There you go. So it's pretty much all out. Okay. So this is the dough that we will be separating into little balls. Okay. You're going to be cooking it in a cast iron or a skillet that goes into the oven. Very important to use one that has a metal handle because you don't want it to melt when you're going to be putting it in the oven. So make sure you ask your parents which ones go directly in the oven. You're going to be spraying this skillet with cooking spray generously so it doesn't stick. Okay, so this dough, you want to mentally cut it into 4 sections. You don't have to weigh it or make it completely precise, but you're going to be cutting it in 4 sections, and then each section you're going to be rolling it into 8 balls, excuse me. So it's going to be a total of 32 little balls. Okay. I like doing it into a cylinder. It makes it a lot easier. So half. Okay. And then each little section, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to make, when you roll it in your hand, little balls like this. So you're going to place them in a circle through your little pan. Okay, so as we go along, show you with one of the 4s. Don't put them too close together because you're going to have to let it rise a second time for another hour. Okay, and you want to have room for the dough to rise. Okay, you don't want it to be too mushed. 3, 4. Okay, so I'm just going to show you. So that just for one ball, you have almost half of your skillet. You can always do it in 2 different skillets. If ever you don't have a skillet that goes into the oven, if you have a cake pan, that would work as well. Just make sure it's something that's cylinder and it's easy for you to place the balls in a round shape, because it'll help with that pull apart kind of feeling that you can get. And once again, make sure that you've covered it with cooking spray so it does not stick once you're going to bake it in the oven.